All right, so ideally you'll be able to see me as I'm presenting, so I'm hoping that's what you're seeing. But we'll jump into it. So for my marketing challenge, I picked Campbell's Soup Company to kind of reimagine their marketing campaign. So next we'll see just kind of a company overview. So Campbell Soup's target market has pretty much been the same group of people the past few decades. They'd be considered today's boomers and silent generation. So a lot of their focus has been on older generations and not so much the younger targets such as millennials or Gen Z. Financially, their target market is middle class families, although we do see that there's a lot of sales to lower income families just because Campbell Soup is so affordable. Next, a brief history. So it was founded in 1869 in Camden, New Jersey. Then 1876, Anderson, one of the partners, left the partnership. And then in 1895, the first jar of Campbell soup is sold. And then 1897, the first can of condensed soup as we know it today was invented. And then 1922, it officially becomes Campbell Soup Company. And then 1862, Andy Warhol's iconic artwork is debuted, which kind of did give a lot of buzz for Campbell Soup Company. And then in 2019, they got to celebrate 150 years of soup making. So if we look at the company overview financially, we see in 2020 Campbell's global sales totaled about $8.7 billion. Dollars. This is about a 1.2 billion dollars increase from 2019's total sales of $7.49 billion. Dollars. And as of 2020, Campbell Soup Company had around 14,500 employees. So next I have the perceptual map. So here we have Campbell Soup Company. I'd say it's very much like a middle ground soup company. It's decently priced and decent quality. And then a little bit lower with low price and low quality, we have Progresso. They're a few cents cheaper than Campbell's, as well as personally, I feel the quality isn't as great. Next, we have Amy's, where they are more expensive. They are in the, about the $3 range per can, but I feel like the quality isn't as great there. And then at the highs of both high quality and high price, we have Urban Remedy, which is kind of more of like a health brand. I know they sell it at Whole Foods and they are quite a few dollars more per can of soup. So next I have the SWOT analysis. And for strengths, we see they definitely have the longevity of the brand, 150 years, loyalty of customers, and they've definitely become a household name brand. Weaknesses: lack of advertisements aimed towards younger generation and kind of the reputation of being like a cheap option. Opportunities: definitely the younger generations marketing towards them and starting new lines of kind of more healthier options. In terms of threats, definitely other health brands who create their own soup lines, such as Urban Remedy, or I know Whole Foods has a few of their own name brand soups, as well as Sprouts. So next we have the marketing mix. So in terms of price, Campbell's pricing is relatively low, but they're definitely within their range of similar competitors. I think if they needed to, they would be able to raise their price a few cents just so that way they could afford to implement changes. When it comes to the product, Campbell has a variety of products due to their purchasing of smaller brands such as Pepperidge Farms and things like that. But for this presentation, I'm just focusing on their canned soup aspect. So they have multiple lines of soup, such as like a chunky line, great for cooking, and heart healthy. In terms of placement, Campbell's canned soups can be found in nearly every grocery store in the US. And nowadays, you can definitely find them in retail stores such as Walmart and Target that have like a grocery aspect also. And personally, I've also seen them in like a few gas stations. So that is very widespread in terms of placement. When it comes to promotion, a majority of Campbell's promotion is through cable TV ads. Okay, and then finally, we have my strategic proposal. So I have two main points I'd really like to emphasize for if they were to reimagining their marketing take on Campbell's Soup Company. So first would definitely be to market towards younger consumers. So since cable TV is their main source of advertisements, it is definitely going to reach more of the older generations because a lot of people my age and millennials don't necessarily watch cable TV. It's going to be a lot more of like streaming platforms such as Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus. So I think a better option for them would definitely be to pay for advertisements on Spotify, Hulu, and TikTok. So they would have a larger young consumer base because they do have a lot of users on those platforms. So many college students and young professionals are looking for cheaper, healthy alternatives for dinners and lunches, and Campbell's can definitely be aimed towards them in that sense. So I think they should definitely, oops, sorry, focus on marketing towards them more. Then my second main idea is to create slash market a line of healthy soups. I feel like nowadays America's definitely focused on more healthy options. That's why a lot of places like Whole Foods and Sprouts are doing so well. They do have like the heart healthy line, but I think more so catering to popular diets such as people who are vegan, vegetarian, or keto would widen their consumer base and allow more people to enjoy the product. Also, I think since Campbell does have kind of a household name and people do know the brand, it would make it feel more guilt free and like it could be welcomed back into like modern day kitchens. So, and then this is just my resources. Thank you.